Good morning, everyone. How are you? And in case this is your first time participating in this free lessons, and my name is Violet Lee. And let me put the headset on so you can hear better. Is this better? Good, good. Okay, let's get started. And I will demonstrate all the movements and sitting position as well as standing. So you will see me getting up and down. You can do that too, but at the same time, you have choice of either sitting or standing. Bring the two hands together, go to your front, toward your right side, yourself, left and front. And now you just relax your body, relax your mind, and keep turning your wrist. Go all the way around. Yes. Keep going. This is part of the joint flexing. And we want to warm up all our major joints before we do any exercise. Good. Keep going. Let's go for two more. Here's one and two. Good. Now reverse. Yeah, for me, going this direction seems harder. I don't know why. I guess my body is not built symmetric. But very few people are really equal on both sides, right? You know what I mean. Okay, let's go for two more. Here's one and two. Good. And now stretch. Oh, that feels good. Now bring the hands to your waist and circling around your waist. Very good. If you're standing and you have a good handle of this, and then you can shift your weight a little bit right and a little bit left. And better yet, and then you can fold your hip joints and fold your left and right. Good. Let's go for two more. Here's one and two. Good. Next one, and just gentle fist, no white knuckles, and turn to your right side twice, then left side. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, two, two, three, four, five, six. Keep going. Three, two. Four, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Stop. Okay, good. And next one. And what do we do? And let's bring our hands on shoulder, elbows down, and bring it up, 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 all the way to the back and down. Keep going. Good. And sit down. You know what? Let me tilt the screen a little bit, the camera a little bit. You probably can see me better. Okay. It is funny when I tilt the camera down a little bit and the room looks brighter. I don't know why. I don't know how they build that camera in the computer. And let's go for two more. Here's one and two. Good. Now reverse. Maybe because I'm wearing dark clothes and when I tilt down, the focus is more on me and then since it's a dark color, so it brightens itself up. And then if it's tilt up, then the background is white. Then they say, oh, we don't need to have so much light. You know what? I don't know. And let's go for two more. Here's one and two. Good. And now we're going to move the left elbow up, send it to the back, and right. And you can gently turn your body right and left accordingly. Good. Keep going. By the way, I am mirror image you. So my right side is your left, my left side is your right. I hope this is not too confusing. Okay, let's go for two more. There's one, good, and two. And now reverse. Going forward, yes. All right, let's go for two more sets. Here's one and two. Good. Shake it out. Spring your legs. Spring your arms and relax. Very good. And next, bring your two hands together. And now massage your neck. Going back and forth. And now hands down. And gently lower your head. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Okay? Feel the stretch, but no pain. Okay? And up, center. Now tilt your head to your right shoulder. Up, center. Left shoulder. Feel that stretch. Good, good. Up. And now look at the ceiling. Back to center. And now we're going to circle the neck, and then if you, for any reason, don't like it or feel dizzy, you don't have to do it. And now head down. Circle to your right, back, left, and down. Keep going. Last time, right, back, left, and down. Reverse, left, back, right, down. Keep going. Last time, left, back, right, and down. Good. Hands together. All right. And now massage your kidneys. You can using your hands like what I do, or use the back of your hands. And then if those feel too difficult, you can using fist. Yes, using fist to massage your kidneys. Good. And now keep your head suspended, and we're going to do hip rotation. So we go all the way around. First, go to the right, back, left, and front. If you're sitting, you can just follow me. Good. Keep going. Last time. And now reverse. Yes, we always work on both sides. Good. Keep your head up. Don't swing your head. You may get dizzy. And last time, left, back, right, and front. Good. Hands together. Okay. Now massage your knees. And using your hands to guide the knee, our circling. If you're sitting, pick up the heels and you do the outward circling as well. Good. If you're sitting and sit up straight. Good. And now reverse. Good. And next, we're going to do the front lunges. Let me demonstrate for you in sideways. And see, my right knee is here. You either is above the ankle or behind the ankle. You don't want to push out like that way, okay? And then when you do the stretching, you go downward and the downward pulsing. And if you're really, really flexible, you can just open your legs wider and still do the downward pulsing. And if you're sitting, bring your right knee in and up. Inhale, exhale. Very good. All right. Now switch. And now left foot in the front now, right foot in the back, and make sure both feet on the ground, okay? Unless you want to do the dip, but I always advise people do this first before you do the dip. Okay, you're sitting? Yes. All the way in, hugging. Yeah. Legs, yeah. Last one. Next one, we're going to do side lunges. If you are standing, open your legs as wide as you can handle, okay? And don't just do like this, because then we'll do stretch like this. Look at that. My tailbone is not going downward, and the spine is crooked. That's not good. So open as wide as you can handle. Now shift way to your right, and then you do little pausing. And sitting, pick up your right foot and gently pressing down. All right. And now switch. Now on the left and pausing. Okay. And sitting. You do the pausing as well. Today is another beautiful day in St. Louis, Missouri. Yay! It looks so nice, but it's going to be very hot. It's almost 90 degrees. We'll see. Okay. And now shake it out. Relax. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Good. Next one. We do ankle rotation. Place your right toes in the back and you circle your right knee. And if you're sitting, pick up your right leg and you do the ankle rotation as well. And now reverse. Good. Now switch. Now left toes in the back. Bring up the left leg. All right. And turn the other direction. Put it down. It's funny, one of the audience sent me a message saying, the way you talk is like you see us. Yes, I know. I'm a very, how should I say, I always like that personal touch, but of course now we cannot do it. However, many of you have sent messages either through Twitch TV and Facebook or direct email to me. And so I kind of feel close to you even though I cannot see you. Yeah, and don't forget to drop me a note, okay, if you have any question or simply tell me where you're from, okay? Next one, Let's do the 8 sections of brocade and keep your feet about hip width apart. Yes, if you're standing and then keep your knees softly bent. You don't want to be straight, softly bent and feel like you're sitting on the high stool. So your back is upright. You don't want to lean back, you don't want to lean forward, just keep it upright. Good. And now let's all round the hands to the front and then your hands in front of your lower abs. Relax your neck, shoulders, your elbows, your hands. Then slowly breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. In and out, in and out. Now bring both hands together, bring hands upward, relax shoulder low. And stand up, hold yourself up, all the way up. Look at the ceiling. Now look at the screen. Move arms further back. Feel your lower back arched and open. Good. And then so up, look up as you look straight. Move arms back. Not pushing your pelvis forward. Only move the arms back. And look up. Look straight. Now you can feel your lower back is kind of arched. And this is really good way to get rid of lower back pain. Okay, good. Look up, look straight, open. 两手托天理三交 both hands pushing toward the sky. It's great for the health of the spine, the shoulders, the lower back, and most importantly, the triple warmers. Good. Relax. And yes, today is Sunday, right? Sunday. And Sifu Tim Brewer, who was international taiji champion, he's going to be here and to work with us on the spas taiji Qigong and Qigong. You probably noticed it. And then he actually mentioned it as well. And there's one movement, and you lift yourself up and you kind of moving your back a little bit. So there's some similarities, but I will let him explain more once he gets here later today. And the next one, if you're standing, open your legs wide, but bring the toes in, so both feet kind of parallel to each other, and both arms crossed, and don't hug too tight to your chest. And you pull your arms apart, left elbow straight, right elbow bend, open your right, cross, pull, open on left, cross, pull. 左右开弓四射雕 bow and arrow on both sides, great for the health of the lungs and the heart. Open, left, cross, and pull. Make sure when you're squatting low, you don't lean forward or sideways. And actually, you don't really need to squat much. Hey, I am the instructor, right? So I have to do this. And next one, bring your feet in about hip width apart, both hands facing up, and slowly bring up your left hand and twist. Release over your head. And right hand down, fingers point forward. together. Now exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Yesterday, someone asked me about the breathing of doing 8 sections of bronchi. And be honest with you, when I studied this from Grandmaster Miao Fusen, he just said breathe naturally. But I feel like, for many of the exercise, um, a lot of time when we do movement like that, since the exhale is easier, and when you bring down, you inhale, okay? So just breathe naturally, whichever way you, you feel good about it, and there is no particular rule on this things, just relax. And next one, both hands in front of your lower abs and open your arms, feel the stretch. And now, not turning the body, just turn your head, look at left and back, open, right and back, left, back, right, back. 5楼7桑往后瞧 turning the head back like an owl without moving the body. Just turn the head. This is great for the health of the liver, the digestive tract. Why I'm always have problem to say that word, digestive tract, digestive tract, digestive tract. Okay, you heard enough. Okay, and then this also helps to get rid of the fatigue. Next one, and if you're standing, open your legs wide as you know. And we're going to swing our head from right to left and left and back to right. And then if you're sitting, and bring your feet out at 45-degree angle. Don't open too wide or too narrow, okay? One thing very important, keep your knee behind the heel. Mark, if you're there watching, don't be naughty, okay? Mark attended my classes before this whole crazy things, and he always trying to do something funny, and but he actually knows exactly what to do. Okay, so let's all have upper body upright, and now lean the head to right knee, circle to left knee, and circle, and back to center. And now from left to right, circling. Good. 摇头摆尾去心火. Circling our head and tail can reduce the inflammation. Good. Keep going. And from left to right. And now from right to left. Let's finish up. Pushing yourself up. Your feet in. And next one, arms up and lower the hands. Put the palm. Bring the hands to the kidneys. And now keep your legs straight. And now lean over Wash my hands, run behind the legs, touch the heels, the toes. Move arms to the ears and coming up. You know what? In case you cannot touch the heel nor your toes, no worry, but still keep your legs straight. You can do like this, and then run the hands to the front and move to the ears and coming up, which is perfect. Oh, you don't need to do this, okay? And when you're sitting, arms up, bring down, flip the palms to the back, and run the hands behind the legs. Heels and touch the toes to the ears and up. Good. Heel, toes, ears, and up. Good. Flip to the back. Heel, toes, ears, up. 双手攀足固肾腰 both hands touching the feet. It's great to improve the health of the kidneys. Now bring your hands down, bend the thumbs, 4 fingers wrap around. If you're standing, you can do high, medium, or low. Now right fist out, and then open your hand, and your wrist is about 90 degrees, and turn at 90 degrees, and making a fist in. Now left, open, and open your eyes big and wide, staring at your screen. Better yet, still beyond the screen, okay? This is also an eye exercise, so you really need to open your eyes wide. 转拳怒目真气力. Open your eyes wide and twist the wrist. Great to improve the health or improve your energy and increase your physical strength. Up and down. Up and down. Let your heels come down naturally without pushing them down or using any control. Okay, very good. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Shake it out. Good. And let's see. I think 师傅 Tim Brewer already is in the studio, and let me bring him in. Hey, good morning, Kim. How are you?
Great, how are you?
Good. I can hear you loud and clear, and I'm so looking forward to work with you or learn from you again today. So let me get myself out, and then we can all follow you. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is the, I think, 3rd or 4th session we've done for taiji Qigong Shibashi, which is 18 movements, Qigong. Today we're going to go over again the detail, a little bit of detail and benefit from the 2nd section, starting with we're actually going to start with row the boat on a lake. I actually added that to the 1st section just to give you a little bit of idea what it's like, but we're going to start from, that's the 6th movement. This whole section I like to call the digestion section because it functions on digestion. And according to Western medicine and Chinese medicine, the digestion doesn't just start with eating and then your stomach and intestines done. It also has to do with liver, gallbladder function, and kidney function. So basically everything interacts for digestion. From the time you eat, breaking down the food in your body, so forth and so on. But from the internal section for energy, if these meridians are blocked, they also relate to other parts of the body, which can also cause physical problem, not other than just digestion. But for this section, just keep in mind that this is for mainly for digestion. There's obviously a lot of other detail also we can give, but I want you to keep that in mind. This first movement called row the boat on a lake is, there's two things going on. One is for the spleen function and digestion. Spleen function also has to do with mental clarity and anxiety or overthinking. So these kind of motions and movements for spleen function actually helps you with problems other than just the digestion, because spleen and stomach actually obviously is digestion, but also with anxiety and overthinking. Things such as that can cause insomnia, these kind of motions. So when you do the movements for the spleen function, there's a lot of things going on, not just the digestion, but also the secondary benefit is calming the mind. So this whole section will be related to that kind of movement. This first section, like I said before, this first movement, row the boat on a lake, can be done two different ways. You know, a medium height, a high height, and a really low height. So the secondary benefit from going a little bit lower is also increasing the function of the kidney because it's compressing the kidney through the also the bladder meridian, which runs down the back of the torso. So this kind of function is obviously part of digestion as well, but it's also, when you're challenging yourself to go a little bit lower, it's also helping the vertebrae and lower back, but it's also with kidney function. So this first motion, again, you're going to step out, shoulder width apart, and make sure your tongue is to the palate, teeth are together, and you're breathing smoothly in and out of the nose. Then you get a little bit of bent, get a little bit rounded, your hands are open, the fingertips are open, so let the energy run through the fingers. And it's kind of like naturally round, like you're kind of growing, grasping the oars, but don't grasp it. Just kind of keep your hands natural, but kind of think about rowing a boat. Okay, it's a sunny day. These kind of visualizations actually help you relax. So to begin with, you bend your knees a little bit, relax, bring all your intention into your body. Again, this is the second section, so you should have already done all this. So you're going to relax. You're going to bend down a little bit. The hands will slightly come back to the heels. The heels push you up, so you feel energy coming up the back. And allow the arms to come forward and inhale. And then as you exhale, relax everything forward. Again, let everything drop naturally. Keep the elbows bent and come back down. This is the medium height. Come back up. Inhale. And then exhale. Again, fingertips come back to the heels, push up with your heels, inhale. We're going to exhale down and go to the lower position. Again, kidney function. Inhale up. Exhale down. And again, let me do it from the side so you can see. Keeping your back fairly straight. We're going to bend a little bit. Fingertips back towards the heels. Inhale. Drop down, bend your knees, exhale. In. Out. Drop down. In. Out. We're going to go lower. Same posture. Good for the lower limbs. Inhale. Not just the internal organs, but the limbs also. Exhale. Working your knees, your ankles. Inhale. Building strength in the legs as well. Exhale. In. And out. Again, secondary thing is going on from internal perspective. We want to go a little bit deeper. This is also, you're thinking about this motion coming up the back and coming down the front is also related to Du and Rin channel. So Du channel running up the back to the tongue, and then Rin channel coming down the front to Dantian to Pei Yin. So these points are constantly running like this. Anytime you're rising and falling in emotion, you can also think about opening up the governing channel, Du channel, the conception vessel, Rin channel. So it's going back and forth like a wheel turning. Okay, this is getting the energy, increasing the energy, going up those two governing and conception vessel. That's the main connection for your we call pre-heaven chi. Okay, so this motion, making a circle, is also turning in your body a circle. This actually is helping promote the energy running through those other meridians. So that's the basis for that motion. And then again, rowing the boat on a lake is mainly, again, for spleen function. And again, when you go lower, it also increases the function for bladder, which is the meridian down the back, and then also kidney function as you can go lower. You don't have to go lower. Do what you can. Okay, if you have knee problems, those things, it's up to you. It's what you do. The key is relaxing and breathing in this motion and understanding what it's about. The key is also, I like to not go too deep with some of these things when you're starting to learn, because it just clouds your mind even more. It's about getting the basic function and movement. The timing of this motion, again, I'll go from the side. When you bend down, your fingertips, you kind of mentally, you're not looking down, you're looking straight ahead, but you're watching inside. Watch your fingertips get to your heels. You allow your heels to push up. The pushing motion propels your arms upward behind you. It also is pushing from the ankle to the knees straighten up, which also pushes the hips to open up and shoots the energy up the spine as well to the top of the head. So this motion should be like this kind of function. It's like a garden hose. You turn on a garden hose, it's all kinked up. The water is pushing through, it straightens the hose out. So that's the way your Tai Chi, your Qigong, all those kind of motions should function. From the earth, pushing up to the knee, to the hip, all the way up and around. All the way out to the fingertips as well. So this motion, roll the boat on a lake, again, very good for digestion, spleen function. The next one is a little bit challenging, but depending on where you want to go. So I like to start I'll start from the mid position. So say we ended here from roll the boat on a lake. You get shoulder width apart or even a little bit wider, depends on how low you want to go. And you're going to start this motion from the toe, from the big toe. Your right big toe going out to a 45-degree angle. It's a lifting function. Again, this lifting function is also for spleen. Lifting up is the spleen function. It's lifting the chi upward. But also secondary is also liver channel. When you're using your toe to push off, you're going to use your toe to push, your big toe. This is activating the liver channel at the front of the leg up to the liver meridian. So the twisting motion also has kidney function. Anytime you're twisting motion, actually compressing and contracting the liver or the kidney from twisting motions. So from this motion, you're going to sink. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to turn slightly. You're going to turn as you push from your big toe. Heel comes off the ground. Lift up, the left hand goes behind you, right hand goes in front, lifting motion, lifting, pull up, hold the ball in front of the chest on the inhale, 45-degree angle. As you exhale, you turn the palm over, sink, turn again. Again, right when you come to the center, you're going to start to push from your big toe and lift. The lifting, again, the spleen function, there's also liver. And then exhale, turn, palm comes down, scoop up like you're scooping a ball out of the water and lift. Push up with your big toe. Inhale. Sink, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Inhale. Only chest height. Don't go way up here like this to lift your shoulder. Chest height. Called lift the ball in front of the chest. There's other names, but we call it lift the ball in front of the chest. Sink. Turn the palm over. Use your waist to turn. Push up from the ground from the big toe. This is liver. Lifting. Spleen function. Sink. Turn. I'll show it from the side as well. So bend your knees, scoop, lift up, inhale, exhale, sink, turn your waist. Inhale, lifting motion. Exhale. In, out. In, out. This motion from the toe also, again, liver function. You're going to turn your toe. You should feel it kind of like all the way up from your spine, all the way to your biplate. That kind of feeling where you're kind of stretching, lifting upward. Okay? Liver channel goes up here, but it, not to the top of your biplate, but comes up the front of your leg. So you want to have that lifting function to activate liver channel, and then the lifting motion is a spleen function. Again, digestion. So great for digestion, great for the waist. Okay, so that's for that one. Next one is pointing back, looking at the moon, or wise man looking at the moon, something a little more esoteric language. But if you're going to sink, when you come back down again from the last one, you come back down, and then your palms are here. You basically, when you come down, your palms are down, and then you're going to sink, and you're going to turn your palm, your left palm over as you turn your waist, and turn back on the inhale as much as you can. Try not to close in your elbow, keep it open. As you sink on the exhale, come down, turn. It's kind of like an arc. Push up again with your legs, turn, inhale. Exhale, sink first, and use your waist to turn. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, this is the medium height. Inhale. We'll do the low one, come down. Good for kidney function. Turn down low. Lift up. Sink. Exhale down. Inhale up. Turn palms over. Exhale down. Okay. Remember, each one is minimum of 6 times. We'll go through 3 or 4 this time, just to kind of give you an idea. Again, this is for the lower lumbar, for the physical body. The kidney function, twisting. Okay. Spleen function also. Like again, this whole thing is about digestion. And kidney function obviously is more than just digestion. It's also about building the gene in your body. So kidney function is very important in your longevity practices. So a lot of the movements are geared towards kidney. So this is very good for the kidney motion. Any of the twisting motions, obviously good for the lower body. You're pushing up with your knees and legs. So again, you want to make sure that your feet are planted on the ground. You're pushing up from the ground all the way to your fingertips. Keep your fingertips open. Don't close them. Don't go like this. Naturally straight and relaxed. Again, the whole movement from beginning to end, from the first movement to the 18th movement, is all even breathing. Okay? Your mind's relaxed. That's why it's also good for this middle section about the spleens, also relaxing the mind. So keep this very flowy. Don't just kind of stop, break it up, and think about it. So really just relax through. I'll show it from the side. So it's a yin yang palm, so right palm down, left palm up. Coming up, inhale, exhale. Use the waist, keep your knees bent. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, it's like an arc. It's coming like this. It's not going directly like this quickly. It's just nice. Use your waist to move it. Turn your palms over. Don't turn the palms over separately and then move it. Remember, it's together. Palms are up on the inhale. As you begin to exhale, you're seeing the palms change. You see the palm change? When you sit, then allow your waist to carry your motion. Okay? You don't have to turn as much as I'm turning, but you turn as much as you can. Again, it's all to your ability. The key is the function of the breath, the mind, and also the correct posture in the body. Keep these things in mind and you'll be fine. Just a quick note. I know a lot of you sometimes may not be able to do all these standing exercises for very long or at all. So if you're watching, I think after I finish next week with the last section, I will come back and I will do a session for those who want to do it in the chair. Viola does a lot of good teaching from chair exercises. This exercise can also be done in the chair. If you know, and I'll make the modifications and show you how to do that later. Okay. So again, kidney function, spleen function. It's also good for gallbladder. This one, remember, liver function. Okay, and we'll go to summary in a minute. But after this one, okay, you're gonna come down and relax. So the first one we did was what? Roll the ball on a lake. Right, next one, lifting the ball in front of the chest. The next one is looking back. This next one is going to be pushing palm. So pushing palm on a 45-degree angle. This is also for large intestine. You keep it the pushing motion, fingers open for large intestine digestion. Okay. So bend your knees, relax. So you're going to come up, inhale. This is also for lower and middle dantian function. Push, exhale. Slightly moving forward, slightly moving your knee a little bit. Remember, not to the toe, just 90 degrees. Try to keep it down as far as possible. You can step out a little bit wider. Come up, inhale as the hand comes back. Push, exhale. Nice and relaxed. Use your torso to push. Again, twisting motion also affecting the kidney. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. Inhale, exhale. Push. In, out. Watch your fingers. So your head actually is following the motion. Inhale, naturally exhale, push. In, out. There's a slight up motion, so as you come in, raise up a little bit. Turn your palms over, exhale, push. In, out, push. Inhale, exhale. Use your waist. Push from your back leg. Use your waist. Keep your knees bent. Push. In, out. Similar from the forward one, but this actually is activating also kidney function and large intestine, pushing from the side. Also compressing this side waist motion. I'll show you from the side view. Good, inhale up, exhale, push to a 45-degree angle. Keep your back straight, in, out. Inhale, exhale. Again, large intestine, digestion function. Exhale. Also regulating qi from lower dantian to middle dantian. Just do a few, in other words, nice, relax, and push out. Don't lock your arms. Don't lock your legs. Just push naturally and feel it go out the fingertips, pushing outward like this, kind of a stretching motion, but not so much physically, just naturally happens. And then I'd say don't lock your arm. If you lock your arm, your shoulder gets locked and qi is stuck. Okay? So this kind of motion, this nice and easy motion. This motion can also be sped up slightly. Depends on your breathing ability, but you want to keep your breath, again, for all these movements, lower in the dantian. Don't breathe up in your chest. This puts pressure on the chest and the heart. In the past, we've taken, me and a few other people, we've actually been into a clinical situation where we're teaching people with heart problems or post-op heart operations to learn how to breathe lower in your dantian so you don't put pressure up here in your chest and the heart. So this is very helpful. You watch how a baby breathes, also breathing from the lower dantian, not just breathe up in the chest so much. So keeping your breath low also keeps you rooted in mind. And that's what this is also doing, keep your breath in the waist motion around your, we call the belt channel. Okay, belt channel. Okay, also function around the belt. Okay, again, good for digestion. This whole section is good for digestion. The whole second section, again, pushing palm, pushing palm. Okay, next one, we're going to go over wave hands and clouds. One of my favorites. This is also calming, very, very calming also for the nervous system, lowers anxiety, helps with blood pressure. Again, settles for the nervous system also. So if you've got some kind of nervous system illnesses or those kind of things, this actually will really help us as well. It's also good, the twisty motion, obviously, also activating the kidney and gallbladder, but mainly it's settling the qi, balancing qi in all the internal organs. I really like this one because it also is really relaxing, very, very relaxing. I kind of do this one by itself. When I've had the time in the past, I've gone through this for an entire hour just doing this exercise. The key is functioning on how it moves. So that's why I'm going to concentrate right now is how this moves. You bend your knees, and you're going to turn, pushing your body. Set your the sides, the posture is correct. You're sitting like sitting on a chair. Okay, you're not forward, you're not pushed out, you're sitting. Okay, sitting here on your quadriceps, okay? These are your upper muscles here. So the idea is to push from your back, your right side, push and turn your waist to 45 degrees over your knee here. And as you raise up, you're going to inhale. Allow your body to push yourself back to the center. So your majority of your weight is shifted to the left leg towards the front. You're going to shift back towards the center and turn on inhale. As you come towards the other knee, as your hips open up, you're going to turn your palm together. And then exhale, push back. The other hand comes up, face each other. Push back towards the center again. And begin to turn again. Again, palm and waist open up at the same time. Exhale, push back. It kind of makes almost a small figure eight. Shift your weight towards the front. Shift your weight back to the center. On inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, out. If you can't do that, you can do inhale one side, exhale the other side. This should be inhale, then exhale, in, out. You should feel kind of a, not tension, muscular tension, but almost like the two palms are very connected, the two wrists are connected like rubber bands, so stretching type motion. The stretching motion comes from pushing those back like they're connected and then turning. Okay, I'll show from the side. Not sure how much detail you can see, but I'm going to push myself forward slightly as the one arm rises, then turn. Then exhale, push back with the leg, turn. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. In, out. In, out. Very subtle motion. Again, you can get a lot of good blood circulation going very quickly with this. Some people say, okay, this is a chi feeling, whatever. Okay, so it's a chi feeling. It's a byproduct of chi. So this motion is actually increasing your blood circulation. So therefore, you can later develop more chi. Okay, and we can get into a large discussion about that at another time. But the idea is just relax, enjoy this motion. And the key for this motion, again, is to open up the hip at the same time. Everything works together. This is opening up. Okay, the motion is coming forward. Don't lift up out of your root. Keep relaxed in your stance, and this comes out. A lot of times you can do this motion, right? This circulation motion the same way. Circulation motion, turn with one hand, right? You do one hand. This is a different type of exercise, okay? A silk reeling exercise. But this exercise is similar. It's teaching you one side and the other. But relax is the key. And let your eyes gaze through your fingertips when you do this. Don't look down, don't look up, because this brings your posture in and out. And again, main function for this entire set is digestion. Okay, that also means how it goes through the body, right? The meridians open up for digestion. Also, kidney function. Twisting motions, obviously, kidney function. And overall waist, the waist movement. If you have lower back problems, you gradually let yourself get into this. It helps you stretch. Just remember the right posture of sinking into your quads here. Allow the energy also to sink to the ground. There's no tension in your body. Even when you sit, there's no tension. The energy relaxes down to the ground. That way the ground is holding you. I used to explain this to my students before. It's like those of you who are old enough to remember the little toys, like the Disney toys, little Pluto toys. You press at the bottom, they're all connected by strings, and you move them. They're all connected. That's kind of like the meridians and all your joints and ligaments and tendons. They all are connected together. If you push one side, everything moves one side. If you push the other side, it all moves one side from the ground, the base, the foundation. And then if you press it all at once, it all falls apart because it's called double weighted. So it doesn't know what to do, and it gets confused and just falls apart. The idea is to make everything from the ground rooted, so everything else can flow from you. Okay, everything else can flow. This starts actually from the very first movement of bringing your intention inward into your dantian. This is not a physical thing, it's a mental thing. Remember, on these exercises, we allow to the Shen or Yi. Shen is spirit, which is a different level. The Yi, intention, your mind intention. Okay, mind intention goes to dantian. That guides your breath or move to qi. So start to think about that in order, your qi. The Qi is moving the body. The breath is moving the body. The breath becomes the body. So when you inhale, everything fills up in order. You guide this through your intention. So everything we're teaching you is guiding. You're guiding. Use your mind intention to guide through. There's nothing else you're thinking about. So all the function is on internal function and guiding the body. So as you're breathing, your mindset is saying breathe. It's also allowing you to do kind of like the tour guide of your body and saying, okay, inhale, I'm coming up my back to my fingertips. Okay, that's exactly what it should be doing. And then the air is following, moving your body in this order. Otherwise, you have something that looks like this. I'm going to inhale and then move. It's lifeless, chi-less, okay? No chi at all. But when you guide it, you've got every intention. You're inhaling, everything is moving. You're exhaling, everything is moving together. So putting that all together. Next week, I'll actually follow up and I'll do the last section, the same detail, and then again we'll try to summarize the entire thing. And then what I'll do is I'll come back at another time, maybe the following week, and introduce the whole thing from a chair perspective so everyone can actually understand it from the chair perspective, making a little adjustment in what you can do, what you can't do from the sitting position.
Well, Jim, wonderful. That's really a very, very wonderful class. Thank you so much. And from time to time, I heard people saying, "Oh yes, learning things easy. You know, there are a lot of videos on YouTube or whatever, and people just think that, you know, they just mimic the movement. But actually, a lot of time movements are not the major thing. Yes, it's important part, but the really important part is understand how internally it goes, and it makes the whole different world. And I really appreciate that you gave a very you know, profound explanation of everything, and also guide us what we should be focusing, and then that really will make the exercise a lot more effective and efficient. And thank you so much.
Sure. Yeah, and in addition, if you agree, if people have questions and they want to email you questions about this form and they want more specific written detail, I can make that available to you. So if people want to see the breakdown of meridians or benefit, they can email you, and then you can send it to them as far as that goes. If they can't remember everything, I'll make that available when we're done with this entire set. That way they can email you and you can just send it to them if they've got questions about, oh, what does this function do, the benefit? Because, you know, it's a good idea to have that. I don't usually teach all that detail at the beginning because it's just too much for people. But then, you know, at the end of the game is you know, what's this benefiting me from? So at least they have something in hand, you know, they can go reference. So I think for Tai Chi Qigong, there's actually a lot of this out on the internet too. But, you know, I always like to put my own kind of perspective in it as well from practice. So if you agree, I'll make that available at the end of this. So people
You're so kind. Well, you know, here is come to my bride. You know, there are a lot of stuff on the internet. Some are good, some are bad. We don't know. You know, their lineage. We don't know. You know how well the person was trained and was knowledgeable. And some people sounded like they know it all. And then one time it was very funny. A student of mine and sent me some information about this guy, and then I look at it and said, "Oh my God." The person is calling himself great grandmaster, not just master. It's grandmaster, and not just grandmaster. It's great grandmaster. It's like, oh really? There is a title like that? You know, it's just ridiculous. And a lot of times, you know, we really don't know the person's knowledge, and so again, I really appreciate it. And you came from a very good lineage, and you're well trained, and then not only you're well trained in the Dang Tai Chi and in the Qigong area, and then you are also learn Chinese medicine and have a good understanding of it. And then as we found out, all these doesn't matter qigong or tai chi training, especially qigong, a lot to do with is the Chinese medicine theory and especially the meridian system. So I really, really appreciate that you are spending the time and share the knowledge with us. And I have nothing but a big thank you to you.
Yep. And one point I want to make real quick is, I don't know how to say it in Chinese, but the saying, I know the translation is, and I always tease my students, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's gonna take forever." But for me, I don't think there's anyone who could actually master everything. So
No. Yeah.
and you can't master what you're doing. That means you've pretty much, in Taoism we call it yuhua. You've already ascended if you've already mastered your life. So the key is everyone's always learning, right? So get the foundation down and then experience that through practice, because you're all going to have a breakthrough on each movement of your own and experience that. So that's your own personal practice, and that's what this is about. It's your own cultivation, and no one can master everything and say, I've mastered this or mastered that, because you're constantly learning. If you're practicing every day, you're constantly learning what you don't know.
Yeah, I really like how you just put it. And I remember back many moons ago, I went to Spain, and I went to the Picasso library. And I mean, sorry for my ignorance. I did not know Picasso's background, his training, because all I have seen was those cubism, painting and abstract, and just did not quite understand it in many cases. But when I saw his early, art pieces, and he actually had classical training and step by step, and finally, just like you say, people have their own interpretation, and they excelled in that area. But the fundamentals are very important, and people need to learn it in a very classical and fundamental way, so they don't go astray. I'm maybe too nerdy. That's my take.
No, yeah, I agree.
I really like what you said.
Yeah, the saying I was going to talk about was it's kind of scary for the students because you mentioned it, but it's like you say, it takes 10 years to learn Tai Chi, right? And it takes or to actually even the foundation of Tai Chi take 10 years, like Qigong, Tai Chi, and then it takes 10 more years to actually know Tai Chi, but it takes a whole entire lifetime to master it. So people always think, oh my God, it's gonna take me a lifetime. Like, yeah, that's great. That means you have all your life to practice.
Yes, but one thing I always trying to share with people. Okay, I'm very nerdy. So here is a big example. This book is called The Harvard Medical School Guide to Tai Chi, and this is from Harvard Medical School, right? And Dr. Peter Wen, and in this book he cited many studies and scientific studies, and they found people without any knowledge of the art, and they just learned it for 6 months. They have a huge health benefit. You can, looking through this book, and they found out that so many health issues can be helped. So the things, don't be scared. If you have not studied the art very long, as long as you're doing first of all, you have to do it right, and then you follow a good teacher who has a great knowledge, and then they set you at the right path. You don't have to go to that whatever level, be like Tim, right? Nobody needs to be a champion, but you still can improve your health greatly. All these studies has shown, and the people only practice for 6 months, and then they have huge results. So there you go. Don't be afraid.
That's what I said. It's all about self-cultivation. It's not about somebody watching you to some level, whatever. Your level is interpreted through your benefit from your health.
Yes, for the health, not everyone is going to be an instructor, right? Not everyone needs to compete. And if you just do for your health, and you don't need to spend 20 years, you know, to say, oh, now I sleep well. No, you don't have to. Yeah, you just practice, and then three, 4 times a week, and that's pretty much all the study have shown. You know, every time you do like for 30 to an hour, and your health will improve dramatically.
Right.
So another great class. Thank you so much, Kim. Come back next week, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Have a good holiday weekend.
Okay, good. Yeah,